Welcome to Discover Encinitas. I'm Michelle DiCarlo, a local realtor and the sponsor of Discover Encinitas. And today I'm here with the amazing, the phenomenal, the dynamic Johanna Godinez. Hello, Johanna. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing.
I know. I can't get over the background behind you there. Is that a live shot or is that just a backdrop?
It's definitely a live shot. You might be able to see some cars moving in the background.
Nice.
However, it's just as good if it was a made-up screen, right? It's just something nice to look at.
It looks good. It looks good. I'm looking forward to hearing more, although I know a little bit about Beyond Asana Yoga. Tell me a little bit about your business and maybe how you sort of got into this.
Absolutely. So basically in the last 15, 16 years, I've been coaching people in some way in their lives. And yoga has been a really big part of my life. So about 2011, I decided to become a yoga teacher as well. And being in the yoga world, I quickly discovered that the actual philosophy of yoga was getting lost in the practice. And then a few years ago, with the crazy thing that happened with Bikram and just how yoga then got this nasty connotation, I realized that something needed to be done. And so I went to Yoga Alliance and I figured out what it would take to start a yoga school. And I developed a yoga school in which my focus is not just to help someone become a yoga teacher, but to also help someone incorporate the practice and the philosophy of yoga into their lives. So I realized that in modern society, there's a bit of a disconnect between what yoga means and the perception of yoga. Yoga is perceived as this thing where you have to bend over and touch your toes, and you have to be strong and do a lot of push-ups. And yoga has nothing to do with that. Although that can be a part of it, yoga is a way that you unite your mind, your body, and your spirit. And that can be through a physical practice by you losing yourself in the movement with your breath and your body. But it can also be by you devoting yourself to something. So what we do is we bring back the actual philosophy into the physical practice of yoga so that we build the understanding in someone as to how yoga fits into everybody's life. And then not only do you learn how to fit it into your life, but then if you choose to, then you can pay it forward and help other people incorporate it into theirs.
Right.
And become more relatable to people. When you speak about the philosophy, everyone can do yoga, but not everyone can do vinyasa yoga, right? Like if I'm in a wheelchair, I'm not able to do a push-up, but that doesn't mean that I'm not able to do yoga. You know, maybe I can do it on my chair.
Right.
So that's, so it's really different when you start looking at yoga than from the perspective of what it can offer you as a person. And that's kind of what we're focusing on.
Nice. Well, I love it. I love that you're taking it beyond the mat and into your entire life with the philosophy of it and everything. And I know because I'm signed up, by the way, but I know you have an event coming, and it's an online event, right? So
Mm-hmm.
tell me a little bit about that online event that you have coming. It's starting this week.
So let me tell you a little bit of something. So I called the Yoga Alliance today
Mhm.
because they're having new standards and I want to also start a 300-hour program. And they're actually taking what I helped build in order to use that to help develop the standards that they're going to set up for
Nice.
all of the schools because I
Wow.
called today and I just got someone who really wanted my feedback. And after an hour and 15-minute conversation, they're having a board meeting and they're taking my program and showing them how it really is possible to incorporate it.
Wow.
And basically in the next 2 weeks, they're going to set out new standards for it and they're using part of what I'm giving them. So what we were able to do is combine the practice, the physical aspect that should be incorporated in yoga in a way that we can do it virtually, by developing the physical aspects of it by doing it through your own body. So for example, if I want you to do a pose like this, I'm going to tell you to set your body up like this. And I'm going to ask you to verbally fix yourself from this posture. So what would I tell you to do? I would tell you to pull your stomach into your belly, and then I would tell you to pull your shoulders back, and then I would tell you to straighten your arms as much as you can, and then with that length, now scoop the low belly in and then go to the side. So you're going to still not only be able to learn the physical way that you help people get into a posture, which as a teacher is crucial, that you can verbally cue someone that
Sure.
can't see. If I can't see you, can I still get into the posture? If someone blind comes into your class, what are you going to do? You're going to have to cue them in a way that they're going to understand. So your words are going to be crucial in how clear and concise you have to be.
Sure.
But then you also learn the why of the postures, and then why yoga is for everyone. So we learn how to connect the postures, for example, to your chakras. So the chakras, for someone who doesn't believe in the energetic part of it, is what in Chinese medicine would be the qi, right? It's connected to your nervous system, which they call the nadis. And depending where you're imbalanced in your life, which right now overall in the community, there's a lot of security imbalance, which is all in the root chakra, which is the more the animalistic part of us, right? Our security, our fight or flight, our fight for survival, our power, it's all in these lower chakras. So right now, all of that is getting activated with everything that's going on. We
Mm-hmm.
want to live up here in these chakras, in the heart chakra, which is our human aspect, and then in the top three chakras, which are what connect us to our intellect and to our intuition and to the divine source, right? So because of this, if we understand this as people, when I feel my energy dropping into those lower chakras, there's a way for you to use the physical practice and the breathing techniques to build that energy up into your higher chakras.
Nice.
So we're even diving into that aspect of it, because it's important to understand the why, because it makes more sense then why people don't need to touch their toes, like why that has nothing to do with yoga. If you understand why, then it makes it easier then for people to say, yes, this is something that I can do.
Right. So your online, your event, the online event that the yoga, what's the name of that organization?
Yoga
The
Alliance.
Alliance is taking it and using it as their sample platform for future online yoga training. You can actually take this course, learn all of this, and oh my gosh, so much more. Become yoga teacher certified if you choose to do so or not. But either way, learn the philosophies, the postures, the meanings behind all of these beautiful things in your event
Yeah,
that's coming up.
absolutely. And we start June 11th is the next one, and July 30th is the one after that.
Okay.
And because we realize that certain countries have more restrictions than others, we are offering the PDFs for people to access online. We obviously recommend that people buy the books and support the authors, but for the sake of the training and the availability, like for example, Costa Rica, if I wanted to send something that was worth $4 and they wanted to charge me $109 to ship it.
Ooh. Oh, ouch. Yeah,
um,
that's incredible. Okay, so you have another one coming up July 30th.
July 30th, that's correct. And same format. We meet live in the mornings. If you can't make the morning session for any reason, we go in the afternoon, we watch and review the video and discuss the video. If any questions arise, we cover them in the morning.
Okay, and
The
when you
main,
say you meet in the morning, it's actually online, an online meet.
yes,
The classes are online, and so
yep,
everything can be done that
we
way.
do our Zoom meetings online, and then you turn in all of your work and you receive all of your class material online. So in the platform that we use, when you get on there, you have a welcome information and we get to know a little bit about you. And then from there, you download the PowerPoint presentation so you can follow with the instructor. And then you also download a workbook, which you can also follow and fill in all the information as we go.
Okay.
Um, and then at the end of each like chapter or block, you have an essay for to ponder. And during the course, you'll be given different things that will comprise a quiz that you'll have to turn in.
Okay.
And the reason why we're doing it that way is because one of the issues that Yoga Alliance was having was, how do we make sure that the students are watching the videos and making sure that they're taking all the material in? And the way that we're making it is so that not only do you have to be in there to know what's going to get asked or what's going to happen, but it's during these conversations where the information is going to come out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's just a way for it to stay tactile, even though we're not close,
Yes,
like,
yes. Very tangible that way.
yeah, I couldn't figure out what word to use. So I want to touchy feely. That's what I want to say.
Yeah,
Like
I
huggy and kissy from far away.
got you. Well, that's a great program, and the timing is perfect, especially right now. You know, who knows how long till maybe they're releasing the gyms. I don't know when that's opening up, but this is a perfect time to do something like this from the comfort of your own home. I love it. And the fact that
Yeah.
it's you and the people that you're bringing together to provide the training and provide the information is really, really cool. So,
Yeah, I get to bring one of my teachers that has really impacted my view on yoga. My thing is, if something helps you and if something impacts you in a positive way, it would be a disservice to others if you didn't pay it forward,
right.
right? So this amazing teacher taught me so much that I was like, wait a minute, I want to pass that on. And actually, it was his idea for us to even do this. I told him I had a school, and he said, if you ever put it online, let me know. And I was like, why don't I put it online? And why don't you join me? And 2 weeks later, we had the complete program that we do physically. We had planned out exactly how it would work in an interactive way. And it's we have given birth to a child in less than 1 month, and it is beautiful.
Well, if anyone can do it, you can. So anyone can sign up. They don't have to be in Encinitas or Cardiff. They can be anywhere on this planet, pretty much, to
Hmm.
get signed up and get involved. That's incredible. I love it.
Yeah, our next live session, if everything goes to plan, will be in Delmar in October. So
Okay.
hopefully that'll go. But again, we're not announcing that as of yet, just because if that doesn't work out, we're going retreat style to Costa Rica. So
Oh,
even better.
I love it. That's wonderful. Good, good. Well, tell me, I've got one thing I want to know. Is there anything about this business or what it is that you do that somebody coming in just might not know? Something we may not know about you or your business that you could share with us today.
um, so my purpose in this existence is to help elevate people into the next level of humanity. I'm not the only one. There's many of us out here. I don't know how this works. I don't know if I've been here before and I've somehow reincarnated. I don't ask those kind of questions. I just know deep in my bones that my purpose is to help others understand their uniqueness, their gifts, that we are all one. And I, through my business is Life and Style Coaches, and through my business, I'm a human success development coach. So I use basically tools that are involved in yoga, but I call them something different, and we don't do any postures, and I teach them in a way where professionals and personal individuals who want to develop themselves can apply them as well. So my goal with this, just like everything else that I do, is to educate people on how to be better people and how to pass it on. So life and style coaches is one way I do it. Either if you're through a mastermind process with my clients, or that's just one aspect of my life. Through yoga, it's a totally different market. I realize that people are attracted to different things. but even if the message is the same, right? The Bible is the same as the Bhagavad Gita, which is the same as the sutras, which is the same. All of the messages are being told in a different way, but the same core is in everything, right? So that's the same goal that I have as a person, is how do I say this same message in 25 different ways so that anyone that learns in any way or that is attracted to different things can take it in.
Sure.
And yoga is just one of those paths. Children's books is another path. An adult workbook is another path. So, um, yeah, this is just another way to pass it on. That's for me. That's my biggest thing in life, is to pass on being happy and being joyful. That's why we're here.
Oh, beautiful. That's why I'm here too. That's why I do these interviews.
I
Um,
know.
because I definitely want to share what it is that you do and get you out there, because I believe in what you do, and I support you.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to thank you. I know you're super busy getting ready for these events. So I just want to thank you for being on the show today. It was
Oh,
wonderful to see you and have you on. And I look forward to all the learnings that I get to have, and to seeing anybody else out there who decides that this is the right thing for you too. So thank you so much for being on Discover Encinitas, Johanna. I really enjoyed having
absolutely. And I'll give you one more. Knowing that we're all stuck in the house and we can make this a family affair. So
you.
if you're in your household and you have a teenage daughter or a daughter that's in college and she's stuck in the house with you, or your wife and husband or whatever, a couple, whoever in the family, your son, if you want them to have this experience as well, um, give me a call and we'll talk, and they can at least have the experience of going through the course. I may not be able to certify them if they're not old enough, but this is learning that anyone, I bet you from like 10 up, can, if at any capacity, they can absorb something and learn something from it. So that's a gift that I'll give all of you, is to share it with as many people as you can, because that's the goal of this, is to pay it forward.
Incredible. Incredible. Okay. Well, thank you. Thanks, Johanna. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being on the show.
You're amazing. Have a great day.
You too.